opportunity to get off to the best possible start. But too many of our children are starting off behind, especially in families where economic pressures on parents translate into less time for their kids, less time spent reading, talking, and singing. And you know what? When children hear fewer words, they learn fewer words. And then they begin school with smaller vocabularies, and then they struggle ever to catch up. As you know, more than 1/4 of American kids under 5 years old are Latino, and they are disproportionately affected by this so-called word gap. They are also less likely to have access to formal childcare or preschool education. And some parents have actually been told that they should not speak to their babies in their native language. But that is just not correct. The research is clear that whether it's Spanish or English or Russian or Chinese, more talking to your babies is always better, and it helps to build their brains. That's why at the Clinton Foundation I started an initiative called Too Small to Fail, to help support parents to become their baby's first teachers. And we joined with Univision to specifically reach Hispanic families. And to get that message out, you know, 80% of your brain is formed by the age of 3. So the more you talk in Spanish, the more those neurons and synapses start to fire. And the more likely that your child will be prepared to be bilingual, which I really envy since I'm barely monolingual. And everywhere I go, when I meet children who are bilingual, I tell them, oh, you are so smart, because they are. And their parents and their families and their teachers have helped them to be bilingual. So let's get the word out to everyone you can reach in your communities. Read, talk, and sing from the very earliest days. And sometimes even when doing chores, part of our Too Small to Fail initiative is to put signs on bus stops and inside the buses and in doctors' offices and in everywhere children and families gather with this message. And of course, with our new, amazing, brilliant, beautiful 8-month-old granddaughter, we are talking, reading, and singing so much that I am convinced her first words will be enough with the reading, talking, and singing. But when she gets to kindergarten, she will have heard 30 million more words than a child from a less advantaged background. I want to close that gap and then do everything we can to recognize that there's so much talent among our youngest Americans that we've got to do more to build those ladders of opportunity. And that's why in my campaign I'm making early learning and childcare top priorities, setting a course for every 4-year-old in America to be able to access high-quality preschool in the next 10 years, everywhere, every community you represent, every state. I want to double our investment in Early Head Start, a program I helped to create as First Lady. And to help middle-class families deal with rising child care costs. Now, I know that there will be some who wonder, now, if she's running for president, why is she talking about babies and toddlers and early childhood? She should talk about the really important issues. Well, it's not just because I'm a mom and a grandmother, it's because I know if we're going to prepare our children for the jobs of tomorrow, we need to take seriously the task of giving those littlest kids every opportunity to succeed. So yes, do I love little kids? You bet I do. Always have. But do I love this country and want it to be successful so that we have the people ready to do the jobs that will make us so? Absolutely. So yes, I'm going to talk about early childhood education and preschool all through this campaign. And I'm going to do my best to make sure all our kids have the opportunity to succeed at every step of their development. That means staffing our primary and secondary schools with K through 12 teachers who are second to none in the world and get the respect they deserve for sparking the love of learning in every child. It means making college affordable and available to all and lifting the crushing burden of student debt. President Obama's plan for 2 years of free community college, and I will be rolling out my specific agenda in the weeks ahead. And yesterday in South Carolina, I called for a new $1,500 tax credit that creates incentives for more businesses to invest in apprenticeships with special bonuses for providing opportunities to young people, too many of whom are still out of work and out of school. We have nearly 6 million young people in America between 16 and 24 who are neither in work nor in school. I think we can reverse that, but we've got to get back to teaching kids the skills that jobs are going to be available for in the future. And I will do everything I can to better prepare young people. And that means bringing back technical and vocational education, not only in manufacturing, but in computer coding. As president, I'll fight for young people working to break into the workforce. I'll fight for older workers seeking a promotion or transitioning to new careers, for moms who are re-entering the workforce, for veterans who deserve the best chance possible to get the job to learn and to work. I'll embrace public-private partnerships that link high schools to community colleges and job training programs with employers, so there's a real pipeline of opportunity. From cradle to college and beyond, we have to make sure our kids and our families have the tools and support they need to succeed.